Good morning, everyone on YouTube. This is aromaG. My name is Nikki Jean, and I'm getting ready to do our daily tarot card readings for you guys. I want to show you some decks I'm working with. If you're new here, I read with a bunch of different ones, but today I am going to be working with the Mythic Tarot, which is right here. It's amazing. It is based off all the Greek mythology. I love it. It gives me great answers. I'm also going to be using the Tarot of the Orishas, and it is a very profound, deep deck. Kind of gives you straightforward answers. It's beautiful artwork. And at my tried and true African American tarot, this one I read with everybody. I love it so much. This is if you ever gotten a reading with me, I'm always using this deck as well. It is my favorite. We sell all these decks also at the store. So like before we even get into the readings, I like to pull a card for the day just to kind of see what the energy is. Just to see where we're at. So I'm going to do that with my African American tarot deck. And the card of the day is Knight of Swords. So, speak and act with clear direction. Make sure that what we're doing and what we want to be doing and what we're saying we're doing are in line. This is also a really good day for manifestation. And we're starting a new moon phase where the moon is growing and it's in Capricorn. So it's a lot of good manifestation, work, financial things going on today. All right, so we got a first question from Magic and Mantra. Question is, hi, any advice for my future love life? Magic and Mantra, obviously. Let's see what's going on in your love life. For your future love life. Ooh, so you got the Alegua card. So this card shows that you have choices to make in your love life that need to take a little bit more accountability on your end, and the type of people and the way you're putting yourself out there might needs to be a change, or maybe you change up the type of people that you have been dating or interested in. Don't go towards like the same, whatever you have been doing in the past. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it might be a good time to try something different to kind of get a partner in your life. Just to be more open, a new perspective, and not be too scared to push your boundaries. That's from Magic and Mantra. I have Latanya. Hello. Am I wasting my time with a guy that I am with? Well, let's see. Oh, I don't want to go too fast. Okay, Latanya. Am I wasting my time with the guy I'm with? The couple. So, but this actually came up reversed. So there seems to be, I don't like the idea of like wasting time, but I will say there are like an imbalance of communication and an idea of like what you want and what this person wants are not in aligned with what both of you guys want in a relationship. So there should be more communication, or like a real talk, like a come to me, like, is this the type of person I want to be with? Is this the type of relationship I'm looking for? There may be like unset expectations that both of you guys are kind of hoping, but not saying it directly to each other. So I don't think it's a waste of time, but I do think this is a time for you guys to really have that come to Jesus moment talk. Instead of just assuming that waiting around, if this person's not making you happy because they're taking too much time, or they're not texting you enough, or they keep pushing you back, then you need to say it and tell them, not only say that that's a problem, but give them a solution to what you want instead. Okay. Michelle, can I have advice on how to handle my family situation this Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is coming up next week, which is crazy. Because where did November go? So this is in Portuguese, Yensa, but she's also associated with Oya. There is going to be turmoil. It seems like there's going to be, like, you already know that there might be difficulties, problems, dramas. And instead of like being a part of that or adding flame to the fuel, like, I would step back and only put in your energy to those people in your family and to those situations that love you and support you. If someone is like being rude or mean, do not even engage. I would disengage. I would, you have to set some boundaries too. Like, if you're worried about people are going to say inappropriate things, or they're going to make fun of you, whatever family dramas you have, make sure that you're setting those boundaries politely at first. Like, I don't want to talk about this today. I love you guys. Let's have a good time. Otherwise, they're going to try to get you involved in the drama. So there will be a flurry of things, but try not to get, I like to say, keep your head down and mouth shut until, you have something positive to say, but also making sure you're setting your boundaries, and also making sure that, like, if this is too much for you, that you're backing away and you're not like engaging. you're bouncing out early if these things aren't just going the way you want. Thank you, Magic Flies, from my hair. Thank you. Valerie, will my supervisor named Kevin be replaced this year? He is bullying me. Okay. Let's see. That is not cool. Hopefully, if you guys have an HR department, I would recommend probably documenting that. So this is, again, this is in Portuguese, but this is associated with Babalu IA. So this is somebody that your boss or your supervisor is bringing very toxic energy to you. And unless you kind of make it more known, like I said earlier, like documentation or making it instead of, oh, I felt he did this, you need to kind of have like written down information of what he's doing. So those above him can start taking correct course. If just waiting for someone else to say something is no longer going to work, you're going to have to do it in a professional way, though, in a way that is not just rumors, not just trying to be gossipy, but like giving that information to the right people and hoping that they will do the correct thing for that. And if it does look like there is already kind of talk around that, but it doesn't hurt to make sure that you have your input on why he is not a good boss or supervisor. Okay, Sherry, hopefully I'm saying this correct. Can you pull a card for today? Absolutely. Oh, that's why I love this tarot from the Mauritius, because it also has like fairies in this deck. So message from the air. This card is it's all about listening to your inner self, your spiritual self, making sure that you're doing what you need to be like for your own life, like you're living your best spiritual life. I also would say if you're tired, if your energy is like drained, that you're cleansing spiritually, resting physically, and like calming down the mind, so you're actually getting messages from spirit, because I do feel like there is a powerful significance of like being guided with this, because it's coming from air. So like your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors are really behind you, but in order for you to listen to them, you really have to be in a calm state. So if you're learning or you're just on your path for spirituality, I would start definitely like slowing down and seeing any coincidences, synchronicities that are happening throughout the day, because you're definitely guided and guarded from someone or many from above. All right. Sorry, Tasha. I don't know if I'm going to say this. Arslan boy will marry me or not? Tell me his reality. Okay. Will he marry me or not? Okay. Tell me his reality. I will see what that's. I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to pull a card and see. So this is a 8 of fire, which is 8 of wands. There is a lot of energy happening right now. So which is to me really positive energy, but I also think that this could be something that you might be thinking, or like, I don't want to say too anxious, but you're missing something else of like, he wants to marry you. Have you guys talked about those plans yet? Because there might be some things that he, like, even financially he can't do. I don't know. This is there's an energy around it, but it's unclear to me. And if I have time, I'm gonna like hold this card just to see more about that, because I think there's a communication thing that's not really happening between you guys. Okay, Wendy, may I have a card for my career? Absolutely. You're welcome. Wendy, I'm gonna pull 2. Oh, we got 2 8s. So the last card was 8 of air. 8 of fire. This is 8 of air. You're doing great in your job, and I think as long as you kind of this is a beautiful card because it's also like a raven, and he's in this cage. So making sure that you're not too in your head about like any decisions, or like if you're thinking you're doing bad or you're too self-conscious, like that's not true. That's kind of all in your head. You're actually doing a great job. And a lot of people see that too. Okay, Randy. I'm going to keep going down. Sorry, I'm a little slow at this. May I have a message from the universe? Obviously. Oh, 2 of water. Look at those 2 seahorses. This is love. So this is associated with 2 of cups, which is, to me, every time I see this, it's like the card of love. But it's also unionship, partnership, growing with somebody, even if it's not just like a love relationship, a friendship, a business association. It's just telling you to work in unison with somebody. You cannot do whatever you're doing alone. You cannot, and it's always good to ask for help. So making sure that you are putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, and whatever it is that you're trying to embark on, it is something at this point in the juncture, it is time to kind of work with somebody else for the time. Okay, I'm gonna use a different deck. Should I pursue a creative project I have been thinking about? Let's see. This is a definite yes. So this is the African American Tarot deck. This is the King of Swords. This is yes. One, because you already know how to do it, how to get there. You have a lot of things already in place to make this creative project happen. So get out of your head and just do. Like the beginning of this reading, I said the card was Knight of Swords, and that is just associated with action. Stop thinking, just do it. And you have a really strong basis. You already have all the education, the experience, and knowledge to kind of get you to where you want to be doing. So I would say, yes, you should be pursuing this creative project you've been thinking about. Magic Flies. I would like a general reading for the weekend. Okay, let's see. You got, it's another Knight. So this is the Knight of Swords and the African American Tarot deck. Again, speak, do, go, whatever it is you want to be building on, manifesting, working on, making sure that you're telling people, get it out of your head and say it out into the universe so they can help you manifest. Also, this is time to like kind of go out and shine a little bit. I do feel like there's a lot of like sexual energy to this card. I don't know what that means, but this is a good time to, like, if you go out, you'll be noticed. Like people are going to be engaged in you, drawn to you. It's from Magic Flies. So Tasha, he loves me, yes or no? Okay, so you want to know if with that reading, if he's going to marry you, if he loves you. I definitely think he loves you. So you got the Three of Earth, and this means, and this is for Tasha, going back to this card because I saved it. He does love you, but you guys definitely don't really, there is a lack of communication or partnership that's happening. And I think, there is a want to build a strong foundation in your life together. This is all about cooperating, working together, and building something new. So he does love you, just making sure that you're not too scared to love him back. Because I do feel like maybe there might be, traumas from the past or issues from the past that you're bringing into that you're worried that's not going to work out. What if this fails? Because you've seen that before. You just got to let go, let God, and trust that this is, and it's going to be slow and steady. So if there's trying to be a rush into getting a relationship, what's the rush? What's the rush to get married? I think this person wants to take things slow and get to know you a little bit more, or just kind of, build a foundation first. All right. I might say your name wrong. Avra Marie. Do I have any messages from my spirit guides? Let's see. So this is Anansi. This is the Devil card in this in the African American Tarot. Do not be scared by this card. I know a lot of people get intimidated by it, but this does show that there are some chains that need to be broken in your life. And I think, definitely consciously or subconsciously, that are holding you back. And the only thing that's holding back is really yourself at this point. So making sure you're cutting out any negative influences, even at this time, this next week, any like negative thoughts, self-sabotaging behavior. If you indulge in drinking or smoking, whatever, maybe like cut that out a little bit just so you have a clear head, because there is a chain that subconsciously you're kind of holding yourself back to. So it's time to break it. Like you're trying to grow, universe wants you to grow, but the next step for you to grow is to kind of let old behaviors go away. April, I really want a job I just inquired about and would help me financially for my kids and I. Will I get this job? You just want this job? Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I got that right. Seven of Pentacles. Yes. One, financially, this card is going to be good for you financially. It's going to help, like this guy's like running away from a skeleton, from like the past debt. I feel like debt is something that has been on your mind. But you're going to have to like work hard to get it. So if there's if you don't hear back from the guy, I would follow up within a week, be a little bit more aggressive in your communication with the people at large, so they know you really want this job. And it might take, an interview or two, but this is really positive. Okay. I have Jose, I'm sorry, Joa, Pedro, Calaca. Okay. Yes. Sorry if I'm saying this correct. Yesterday was my birthday, but I was sad. Some family members and a friend of mine left me behind because of my actions and things that I have said that offended him. Will they forgive me in the future? That's a good question. And I'm sorry, happy birthday, happy birthday. But it's good that you're kind of, coming here to see what this means. So, well, this is reversed, but this is a 10 of fire, which is 10 of wands, meaning they're going to want to see some action accountability on your end, but they will forgive you. And I do think this them telling you whatever happened is kind of a wake-up moment for you. So really, before you react or try to defend yourself, really listen to what they say and what there is like a truth in the meat of what they were saying, whether I do not feel like it came out lovely, but they just want to see a little bit more humbleness and like, oh, okay, you're right, I may have done this wrong and I apologize. But they will forgive you once you kind of start leaning towards correcting your behavior. Okay. Nancy, will my job get any better? Let's see, Nancy. Will my job get any better? Shango, ooh, and he's reversed. I think you're unhappy with your job, and I think it's time for you to make some decisions about what, if there is like a management issue, a culture issue, or, a coworker issue, you need to kind of like look in and see how you can how your energy changes that, but also honestly, like, is there something that maybe this is not the right fit for you? There's something about it that kind of is poisonous or kind of toxic, and it's not healthy for you in a mental health space. So unless you can like learn to tune out some of those people or tune out some of the drama or the culture there that you just don't like, I would suggest maybe looking for something else, because this does require a lot of this card shows that you're being misused at that job, and it's time for you to kind of do something about it. Luna Del Mar, what messages does my spiritual guides have for me this season? 3 of Cups, have fun. Also, for your spiritual guides, I don't know how connected you are to them or how much you work with them, or if you're thinking even about starting a new relationship with another guide. But this card is telling me that you are really protected, but you need to be making sure that you're honoring your guides and maybe stepping up your ritual process or your work with them. I don't know if you have an altar, if there's a deity that you've been thinking about working with, but it's kind of like time to step up that engagement in your spiritual life with them, because you are definitely loved. There's a lot of love there, and I feel like they've been kind of watching over you, and you know that. So if you do talk to them, I do feel like you do something already, but let's take it to like the advanced level with them. Okay. Sorry. Ooh. So I have Chanel. Am I having any more children? Well, we'll see. That kind of. So this is the King of Swords. If you have a partner, that this is a really like sexually potent card. So I don't see why you wouldn't. I'd make sure that the partner that you're with is also on your same level. And if you want to, yes. If not, no. That's basically what that means. But if you want to have kids, there is definitely energy around you that will make that happen. Okay, so I have. Jen? Can I get can I have a card for the next chapter of my life? Absolutely. Welcome to the chat, Jen. Ooh, the Hierophant. This is a Centaur, Chiron. This is my Mythic Tarot deck. This to me is about learning on a higher level, advanced engagement in something that's whatever it is that you want to be doing in your life. There is going to have to be an educational process to it. It doesn't necessarily have to be like school or going to college or anything like that, but like whatever it is you want to like dabble into. If you like, want to be a tarot reader, you want to, go into a more spiritual side of life. You want to join a church, you will need like a mentor or an advanced learning about that. And this is a great time to kind of study and understand that you do have the skills to do whatever it is you want, but it's taking more of like that student role, not necessarily traditionally in the college. Okay. Ooh, I have what is this? Okay. Harmony. So she did a super chat. So I'm going to pull a couple cards for her. Harmony, what is on the other side of my divorce? I'm sorry that you're going through a divorce. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you on this one since you did super chat. Thank you, by the way. So first we have 4 of Cups. We have the Lovers split upside down, and then High Priestess. These are powerful cards. So I'm just going to set these down so I can take a look at these in my face. One, this is it's definitely telling me understand the grief, the process, the trauma, and the stress of what going through a divorce is, and not being upset by it, but just like kind of rolling through those emotions. This split definitely is for your better, because this is showing me this woman right here who is fucking bomb. This is Ushon. I don't know if anyone works with Orishas. She's all about self-love. So everything that you haven't been getting in your marriage, or you never got in your marriage, you're going to be focusing 100% on you. This is like the year to be freaking selfish, to indulge in like you, like grow into you. I don't think you had time to really know who you are because of the relationship, or there was definitely like a suppressing of like engaging in the activities that you liked. So this card is definitely showing to make sure that you are fully, when times get tough, you're really stressed out, you're really sad, to be really focused on like you going to spas, getting your nails done, like deepening your spirituality side, making sure that you're feeling sexy, like get your hair done, like get new clothes, like do you all the way and be selfish, because good things are coming your way. Because this card shows that there was a lot of suppression and you were not being appreciated at all. In fact, I almost feel like you gave up a lot of yourself, and now it's time to give yourself back 100%. Hopefully, Harmony. So this is a positive sign. You are going through it, but it's beautiful, Ushon. And I would also recommend, if you don't work with your Orishas, to probably look into who Ushon is and what she means, because she might be a really powerful guide for you at this time, a really powerful guide. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Trellis, good morning. Will President and I be in a relationship? Yes, that's his name. Oh, I was like, there's a president? Okay, I'm going to go a little bit over. Well, President and I, he is, there's an unbalance here, I will say, and he likes to keep you at bay. So unless you kind of set, I don't want to say an ultimatum, but like unless you kind of set expectations and boundaries, he is going to be taking advantage of the time that you're giving him. So if you just let him come over, or you guys are just like situationship, until you say, I want to be in a relationship, he's going to not really put the effort into it. So I'm not saying that's a yes, but he's not going to say it for you. You're going to have to speak up for yourself. Okay. What is the next one? I have Jocelyn. Is this Jocelyn Rodriguez? Hey, Chica, what's up? I hope that's Jocelyn. I think it is. Okay. Pull a card for me. Yes. 5 of Swords. Oof. Okay. So not oof. I'm sorry. But this is a time to really make sure that before you act on anything, you really think about it deeply and reflect. Don't be impulsive right now. Don't be, not everyone's their enemy, and not everyone's trying to get out to you. And I do feel like there's also maybe a compromise or unity that can happen, but you really don't just react or act. I would think about everything that's at play for this time, and see where you can get a gain, where both people or everyone is happy, whoever is involved in this. But this is definitely a time to be very strategic, I'm almost thinking like a war general, someone that's like knows everything before they attack. Make sure you have all the options, all the answers before you really make a final decision, because I do see an impulsiveness, but it's let's just wait it out. There's something more coming. Okay, Scandalous. Will we have to move from our current home in the next year? Sorry, I don't know. I'm reading this up. Scandalous. Will we have to move from our current home in the next year? There is so this is the world reverse, meaning that yes, but not all. I mean, like, do you want to leave the place? And also finances, making sure that like if it's a financial thing, that you guys are set. Things do change. I don't feel like this is totally final, but I do feel like there are things that you guys can improve on to make sure you can stay if you want to stay, or if you want to move, that you're not doing it in desperately where you're like, I have to be out in a week. Like, you can better prepare for whatever happens now instead of being like run over by it. Okay, I'm going a little bit over. I'm going to take about 2 more questions. Zeta, greetings. Will you pull a card for me? I'm curious about my love life. Okay, let's see about your love life, Zeta. 8 of Cups reversed. This shows like a lot of options and like past behaviors that you're kind of like sticking to, I guess. And this is not a bad thing, but to kind of switch it out. And I like that. Also, love comes when you love yourself. I do feel like there's a lack of self-love or confidence or self-esteem. I'm not trying to call you out, but the more you kind of focus on yourself, love will come your way. I think right now you're looking for love in the wrong places, or you're looking for love to make you feel validated as a person, where you should just already love yourself. Sorry, that kind of was a little cold, but I do. Yeah, 8 of Cups reverse kind of shows me that to love yourself, and that love that you want will be coming your way. All right, Brendan Screw Factory. Hello, I have one question. Will my divorce be final soon? There's a lot of divorces going on. 9 of Cups. No, not in a bad way, but there are still, someone is really not happy about it. And instead of playing to this person's like emotions, I don't know if there's like an emotional warfare going on, or they're kind of doing this tit for tat, making sure that you're not getting caught up or drowned out by that, and you're sticking through the procedure. So if any things are delayed, know that it's not on your end, and you're making sure that like your lawyers are set, contracts are done, all the things are signed on your end, making sure that that's all set, and don't play games. If this person's trying to play games emotionally, don't engage unless it's with their lawyer or a mediator or something like that, because they are trying to delay. Okay, this is gonna be my last question. I'm so sorry. There's a lot of people. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer. Okay, so Iris, can I get a message from my ancestors? Absolutely, Iris. Okay. Got 9 of Swords. Calm down and rest. This shows me that they see you kind of unknowingly like over anxious, working hard, and almost like you're trying to prove yourself to a lot of people that you don't need to be doing. And I don't know if that's just what you do in your everyday life, but there's a lot of people who do not deserve the kind of energy you're giving them. And so making sure that you're, if they're not loving you, supporting you, or they making you feel anxious or not good about yourself, that you need to disengage, because you're trying to do too much all at once, and you're missing like the meat of the message. Okay. This is a powerful card. So I would really think about this. If you suffer from anxiety or any like, or there's people who trigger your anxieties, I would step away from them right now, or set strong boundaries so you're not getting poisoned by them. Okay, this is me on my last reading. And I have, okay, well, Denise, sorry, she got a super chat, so I have to do this one. Denise, super chat, thank you for the super chat. May I have a card about the path of my transformation? Oh, this is a good one. Okay, well, I'm going to pull 3 cards for the super chat, and we'll see what that looks like. And what do we got? So we have the World, 4 Pentacles, and 8 of Wands. So your transformation's happening fast. I feel like you already know that. You're kind of like, oh man. So this is the 4 Pentacles also represents that it's good time to study. So if you're overwhelmed, and I feel like you're probably growing into your spiritual awakening or spiritual powers, or like you're getting all these messages and signs, it's time to really take that next step. It's time to do some homework and like figure out what these signs mean, who is trying to talk to you, because I do feel like there is a lot of attention your way spiritually, but you need to study. This is the time to kind of be a student and calm the mind so you're not getting overwhelmed, because I do feel like you're getting pulled in a lot of directions. Like you want to do tarot, or you want to, I don't know, do shadow work, or you want to work with this, goddess over here. Pick one and grow with it. It's going to grow powerfully. And I do feel like you've already been getting those signs already. I'm going to say that very strongly, because I do feel like there already has been messages from spirit, but now instead of just like looking up your phone, you really need to kind of figure out, okay, I'm going to dedicate my time or my transformation with this, because during a spiritual transformation right now, it's hard to do this on your own, but getting direct guidance from somebody from above really helps kind of keep you in line and not feel so overwhelmed. And then the minute you do that, things are going to happen even faster. So this is like, slow down, read, study, figure out what you want to be doing. Do not be like, I want to do crystals and this. Like pick one, and the rest will open up to you, and it's going to open up really, really quickly. Okay, so I went a little bit over. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you and everyone on Instagram. Again, if you guys have any questions on Instagram, please come to our YouTube channel, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us today. Bye.